For my photo story, I wanted to showcase my dad, Tom, as you can see pictured. He is a very hard worker who owns his own electrical business, but his true passion lies with cars. Ever since he was a kid, he's always had a fascination with hot rods and always wanted to build his own. And I wanted to showcase all of the hard work that he has accomplished over the years. The car you see is the first one Tom built. When he started with this one, as he did all of his others, the car was in terrible condition with no engine and a rusted body. The car is a 1962 Nova and features a 377 cubic inch motor. He started building the car when he was 25, and when I asked him how long it took him, he laughed and said that the work with the car is never really over. He currently had the car in the shop to do some header work and possibly replace the rims. The trunk of the car is the latest piece of finished work. He installed a rear gas tank, as you'll see in most drag cars. I really like the interior of this car, as the dash resembles how it looked when it was first released, and you'll see this in most of the other cars as well. He wants to pass the car on to my brother one day. Once Tom finished his first car, he immediately moved on to his second build, which is my personal favorite, the El Camino. The Camino is a 1968 with a 350 small block engine in it. Although this car doesn't have much power, I think it's an awesome looking car and it really makes up for it. He said that this is one of his fastest builds because of how motivated he was to finish it. My favorite part of the car is the woodwork done in the rear bed. When the El Camino was first released, it was to be used as a car-truck hybrid and originally came with a steel bed, but in my opinion the wood is a great improvement. All in all, it took him about 6 years to finish it. He said that this was his favorite car because of the cool factor, as he called it, which I very much agree with. When he asked what car I might want to own one day, I quickly replied with this one. The next build my dad made was a 1965 Impala. This car was actually the first car my dad owned, and he split the cost of it with his brother when they were both 15 years old in 1975. As a kid, I remember this car sitting in the barn rusting away. It had flood damage, and I'm pretty sure at one point a family of raccoons living inside of it. But that wasn't going to stop Tom from fixing it up. This one took him about 8 years to build, as his twin brother helped him along the way the entire time. This car has a 350 small block engine in it, so again, it isn't very powerful, but the overall look of the car really makes up for that, especially the interior. You can tell a lot of hard work was put into it. The latest car my dad has built, which is everybody's favorite, is the 1964 Nova. I think it's pretty obvious as to why this one's a real crowd pleaser. The overall look of the car is a beautiful show of vintage and power. The small gas tank on the front is a present me and my brother got him that my dad hooked up to resemble a real gas tank. The car features a fuel-injected 462 big block Chevrolet with a Hilborn supercharger and an 871 blower. And yeah, he usually keeps the hood off of it. The car is about as fast as it is loud. The car can be classified as a gasser, hence the raised front end stance of the vehicle. It's pretty fast on the track as well, running about a 10-second quarter mile, hence the parachute mounted in the rear. The car also features a roll cage and a beautiful red interior design. I love the look of the retro dash along with the massive blower sticking out of the top of the dash. I can't imagine this car getting old to drive. My dad puts a great deal of his life into each one of these cars, and I believe there's a lot to show for it. He had a real passion for cars and made his dreams as a kid true through his whole life by building. He's always set on finding a new car to work on, and when I asked what he was looking for next, he really had no idea. He said he usually has a moment of realization in what he wants to do and just goes from there.